But January's done.
It is.
January's over.
What's your thoughts on January this month?
C plus.
C plus.
C plus.
I mean, that's better than anything I've got at school, so.
Now this is a story all about how
Me and my friend Ash grew a social media advertising agency to where it is now. So working from home for a couple of days, which is, it's all right. Like, I do like working from home, but I don't know. I think I do the work, but obviously, like, it just feels like when you're by yourself, you get a bit distracted, and obviously it's a bit quiet. You know, I don't have anything on, for example. I don't have the TV on, because that's when you get distracted. So if you're going to work from home, make sure you get disciplined. Otherwise, just don't do it. Pretty much, don't do it. Other than that, currently just looking how the ads are performing for some of our clients. Some are good. You know, bringing in leads, which is always helpful, but it's always understanding the ad and how the ad's performing, so then the next month, especially, like, because usually the first month's a testing, if you can then move that to the next month and you have that prepared, that's when things start to go up a little bit more, because usually it goes like this, ooh, like that, ooh, yeah. But yeah, no, everything seems to look good. See how today goes and unfolds. Hopefully Greeno's doing alright. I know he misses me dearly when I'm not around him. One subject I've always wanted to come across is the difference between performance marketing and your traditional marketing. So how I look at performance marketing, and this is pretty much performance marketing, is like social media advertising, Google and all of that, pretty much, because that's performance, because pretty much you can see everything happening, and that's what a lot of companies are doing around us. What is making companies grow a lot quicker. And I still think when I see startup or new business at the moment, you're still trying to do that kind of traditional marketing, which is great, but it's so hard to like track the performance of it. You know, it's fine having a brand on somewhere, on a sign or a billboard, or, you know, like even on TV as well. Like sometimes you're not getting the full traction, you're getting eyeballs, which is great, and you know, you can see that on a performance ad as well. But the idea is like you're not seeing what ads are really performing better than the other. This is the difference. You can set up so many social media ads, right? Like so Facebook ads, you can do different audiences, different types to your specific company, which is great. And you can track to see which one's best performing, and then you know that, okay, I'm wasting my money here, but I'm using my money's being spent well there, and that's the key to it. Whether you're doing like brand advertising and all that, you don't have that kind of due diligence on anything. So if we wanted to send an ad to small up business, or what we do, we know we can target them specifically by paying it and doing Facebook ads that way. That's what you need to do, like, in my opinion. You don't have to listen to me. You might think, oh no, shut up, Ash, I'm going to carry on with my billboard advertising. Crack on. But you'll regret it.
A bit windy. Actually having a bit more of a relaxer. Took 2 days off this week. We went on a little mini trip, and then my mum came into town, so I treated her to some nice things. Let Ash hold the fort for a few days. But yeah, been good, approaching the end of January, and I think it's been a busy month for us in terms of delivery and projects, which means we've possibly taken the foot off the gas in terms of sales, particularly with probably chasing and closing projects. And that's something to be mindful of when we get busy periods and we get a lot of inbound leads, because they're sort of the warmest ones we can have, and making sure that we keep on top of them. Off a bit of an interesting meeting today with someone I used to work with, who now works at big global sports media brands. One of the probably the fastest growing global sports media brand to talk around how building sales processes and generating leads for them as a media agency. Because in the agency I was at before, my role was head of operations, and it's sort of the nuts and bolts of finding and identifying high quality leads that are about to move or ready to move in sport, their competitors, as well as engaging and interacting and generating appointments with them. And since setting up this agency, I realised there was so much shit we could have improved upon there. A lot more tools, we were using a lot of man hours and people hours because we had an office in China and we're privileged to do that. But now, sort of being forced into doing a similar thing but on my own, realise there's much quicker, much more effective ways of doing it. So I'm going to share some of that with them and we'll see where it goes.
Need your head. Need your head. Need your head. Need your head.
My head isn't it?
Top of your head's like cut off.
It doesn't fucking matter anyway.
It's hard to get to both of us. But January's done.
It is.
January's over.
What's your thoughts on January this month?
C+.
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 I mean, that's better than anything I got at school, so.
Some campaigns need improving, and there's a lot of we're awaiting decision from a lot of people. But we're getting better at smashing through decent high quality proposals where we're giving them a lot of insight about their market, their competitors, and the strategies we do for them. But if they don't want to do it with us, fucking crack on. Here's exactly how you can do that. And producing that a lot quicker. We used to put a lot more time and effort into proposals, but now we use DocsEnd, and you can almost see the leads that are actually qualified and interested, because they'll open it frequently and spend a long time on different pages, and we can track all that. And when someone comes back with an objection, and I know for a fact that they've not even read half of it, most of them call, you know that's not the lead to spend time on. You've actually got the qualified all ones to chase up on. But I think next, touch wood. Next month could be a bumper month. Tuesday.
No, there could be another person within this show that we do.
Show, that's fucking strong, isn't it? Show is a very strong word. Yeah, maybe. And
Show. That's a strong word.
that insinuates there's like a bit of planning behind it. This is Friday afternoon and we thought, oh fuck, we need some sort of thing to put in. So we've sat in the room and come in with no agenda and just chat. I think that the B2B sale process we've been using with a few other clients and generated a lot of leads compared to their normal methods. And these are warm, qualified, high potential leads, which we put through our own funnel. 4 calls yesterday?
4 calls, yeah, 4 calls.
Yeah. Go to Carl from that twice a day. Did that. We had a call which was quite interesting first thing yesterday morning. So in the property sector, and there it's like a franchisee model. So it's just learning around what you can and can't do as owning your own franchisee versus head office, because sometimes they do support you really well with marketing and advertising, but sometimes it can be a bit of a conflict of interest, because what he was saying was he has to pay head office the advertising budget for Google ads, and also he can't access any of the back-end data in terms of the pixel to maybe create his own retargeting for that area, or the ad account itself, which is just a fucking huge blind spot. But what we're proposing and thinking is we create, I just forgot about that proposal too, is that we mimic the best.
Competitors to us.
We know already because it's already our property.
Oh yeah.
Is mimic the best performing lead magnets, ad pages, and lead generation tools on the head brand website, but just do it under his own control and his own brand. And he'll still be producing the leads. He'll still have the ones coming in from head office, but he's more in control of the lead flow with his own marketing advertising. I think that's just the balance you've got to strike, because you can't. There's been a few times we're approached by franchisees, or sometimes a lot of fucking sadly people roped in as an affiliate for dodgy FX companies, or Herbalife, or vitamin pyramid schemes, and they inquire about what we can do. We just go, one, we can't do anything because you don't own anything around your website, you have no access to it. Two, it's a fucking scam, so stop doing it. Three, a lot of those industries, Facebook ad tools, they're automatically being flagged as sort of a hot topic. Another property investment company, which might require a lot of education from us on what the actual thing is that we're selling and writing copy for and creating offers for. But we know we're in competition against another agency who've come in a lot cheaper than us, but that's not unusual. Not unusual. But
I don't think this is people out there think oh yeah, we go with these people, they're cheap, but then there's reasons why they're doing cheap work. For example, we go into a lot of depth in terms of what we do. Whether for them, if they could just be okay, yeah, we'll set you the ads, we'll do that, and we'll just put it out there, but no real feedback, and just that's it, do a basic thing.
One of our friends' mates who does a drum tutorial business. But yeah, that's more around teaching people how to learn the drums. Got a customer there.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to play the drums and the guitar.
It was
then my parents said no, it's too expensive.
Too loud, that was always my thing for drums.
Yeah, it's
too loud.
I want to play guitar. Nah, I'm not paying for that amount of money. Those lessons. Okay.
Go on the football pitch, go on the cricket pitch, go on the rugby pitch. But that was more around, we could direct people to get more private tuition. However, to really scale up the business is looking at doing drumming therapy for people in the city. So if you're fucking stressed out, you've got a...
Was it Switzerland was a country that he wants to focus on?
Maybe. I don't know. We can chat about that.
I saw why Switzerland?
I don't know. But then that, potentially doing corporate drumming lessons for people in high stress jobs who just want to smash some shit up, that can be quite cool. But also an online tutorial or digital product where he sets up lessons delivered through video and with modules that you can learn, and he can sell that to anyone in the world. And that's sort of the beginner's guide to playing drums. But I think the corporate one could be quite a quick one, because his idea was, you go to the city, you go to people like HR managers or office workers in the city or high stress jobs, you get them in a room, teach them some basic stuff, they can take out some aggression, and by the end of it, they'll learn White Stripe, Seven Nation Army.
Exactly.
What are you up to this weekend?
Gym. Go and see my niece as well.
Hey! Happy day of birth, happy birth.
Yeah. Sunday. So
Happy, what do you say, congratulations.
Congratulations as well, yeah. It's a girl, I got them a card, and I got them a present. Well, Christy did all of that, not me. I don't do any of that.
What we need to do with my niece and your niece is just keep getting to learn about pixels now. Is keep an eye on what your sister and my sister-in-law are buying. See what brands they are. Because you can target new mums or mums to be very effectively on
Yes. To be honest,
and also
my sister does that as well.
most people just go on Amazon or just find random shit on Wish now, don't they?
Yeah.
But Wish, I think 90% of their marketing budget was Facebook ads first, and that's why you
it was. You could see that happening.
I just spilled peppermint tea bag shit all over me. But yeah, Wish come from nowhere, and all they do is use dynamic advertising and lookalike audiences to retarget.
Then it takes forever to get to your house.
Yeah, because all it is
I ordered a PS4 controller, right? And I was like, oh yes, I need this. This is like £5. I was like, bargain, this is incredible. Worst piece of shit I've ever had.
So it actually work.
It does work, but it's shit. And like, the handle's just like really stiff, so you can't control.
It's all dropshipping, but they just do their own store for it.
It's come from China, so I don't want anything from China right now, if I'm honest.
Or topical. So a plane of British expats from Wuhan have landed today.
Yeah.
Just realised by the time I fucking edit this, they probably all died or all been fine. Maybe we'll have it by the time this goes out.
I fucking hope not. I don't want it. I think it's that.
February. What do we want out of February, Ashley?
I want the leads that came from January to be closed. Obviously, it won't probably be all of them, but if there's the ones that we do close, happy days, fantastic. Obviously, generating more new leads. More vlogs, I think, as well. I think it's actually.
That equals 4. So 4 in January, and it's January 31st. We've published 3, and this is filming 4.
Yeah, it's good. But it's actually, it works because we've had people that said, oh, yeah, I watched your vlog. Because it actually gives you a personality, so even when you're out.
Fucking hell, personality.
Yeah. If you outreach someone, so they actually probably, and they've been watching your vlogs, they're more likely to actually get better.
Yeah, it's all just touch points, and hopefully some of what we say is relevant or makes people think, hang on, they might actually know what they're on about. Or
I think in more vlogs we need to talk about what we actually do as well.
yeah, that's when it's Friday afternoon.
I know this is entertaining, it's just us having a good
It's
walk.
not entertaining.
Well, it's like a little podcast.
It's not really.
Can't wait for that.
Oh, Mike, that'll come soon. But yeah, this weekend to kick off February, I'll be doing a fuckload of proposals, and be better at pushing them over the line. So I think we're guilty of just waiting for a response as opposed to being a bit more, like, we're confident what we do works, so why not be a bit more demanding and get an answer from these businesses, because they've come to us. Everyone that's come has come to us. They've got a problem that needs fixing. This is the way to do it. You can either sit on your hands and do fuck all and stay exactly where you are now, or you can make a change and progress towards the business you want to be. Because there's sort of a lot of people with a level where they're at now and where they want to be. Sometimes it's revenue figures, sometimes it's customers, sometimes that's the number of holidays a year, whatever it might be. It's where they are now, where they want to be. And to bridge that gap, a lot of people are just fucking crossing their fingers and hoping and not actually doing any persistent progress and actions to achieve what they want.
Come to December 22nd, 2020.
Yeah, it's my mum's birthday, day after.
Yeah, okay. Right. Where would you want to be?
Why December 22nd?
Just because that was the close of the year, won't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
What, for Evergreen?
Yeah.
I think maximum 5-6 people in a little office. We'll be filming something in a nice little sofa studio setup. We'll have between 10 to 15 consistent clients that are growing month on month on month. We'll have some other form of products people can buy when they're starting on their journey, whether that's for learning and tutorials of how to do everything online, or events and workshops will run a lot more consistently than we do now. And some videos with some fucking information in, not just us waffling. A video or podcast series where we'll have interviewed by December, fuck it, 20 episodes with CEOs and founders who've done something worth talking about.
Yeah, okay. I've got a good go.
20.
That'd be good.
Yeah. I've been on 3 holidays minimum for Evergreen. I don't talk numbers on it.
Nah, I don't need numbers. Just where you think will be out of our office.
Somewhere southwest London. But Tennessee runs out once working June, so it could be Miami.
I was like, I'm not coming to Newport.
Miami, Manila, Newport, Egham, Stockport. But yes, so you have clients come, clients go, clients, or things that work, things that haven't. Just quiet.
As it's a new era, where do you think small startups, small startups, businesses should head in terms of their marketing plan for the year?
To us.
Green. Yeah, I know to us, but whereabouts? What should they look at?
Think of who your dream customer is, or any customer, and where is that person's attention. Normally, they're going to be head down in their mobile phone on platforms that they like to spend the most amount of time in. On my phone, the things I spend the most amount of time in are YouTube, Instagram, and podcasts. So, the best way to reach me is through those mediums and verticals. Ash, what apps do you spend most of your time on?
I spend my time on Facebook and Instagram. Mainly Instagram, actually. I don't know why. Don't cut that out.
But a lot of people who say they don't use Facebook will still use Facebook but not post, they'll be passive. And that's where...
Has there been a day where you haven't not been on Facebook? I know, obviously, because...
Yeah. On the actual platform, yeah. I like my phone usage platforms is a lot less than it used to be.
Yeah. I still just go on Facebook. I don't need to though. But it's just like what's going on, but it's weird. And Instagram's like, what's happening?
Yeah. 1 in 3 of the ads. LinkedIn I use probably quite a lot too. Yeah. But essentially, for startups, if you want to shortcut attention, go to the platform that it's on most, and instead of posting 20 times a day and hoping that your mum shares it, you're going to have to invest a little in. What was it? It takes little to make little. Yeah. Phrase. Nothing in this world is for free.
I always remember that. As I was leaving school, this old guy, I don't know what he was from, he just did a speech and he goes, just remember, why is these the ones that...
Oh wow, like a leavers assembly?
Yeah, leavers assembly. And he goes...
I thought you meant as you walked up the gate.
No. He just pointed at me, he's like, oi, you.
Happened in this last one through sunshine.
He was like, yeah, he was like, just let you know, like, nothing's free. There'll always be strings or hooks attached. It's weird how you remember that. No, actually, I think 15 year old actually would be proud of me. Because we had it set out that sense, like, we've not got much going now. In this village life. Village life is like, yeah, you pushed about school, Ash, you're probably going to be doing just the same shit for the rest of your life and be one of them people. But I didn't, I got the fuck out of it. Thank fuck. We'll do a podcast of my story.
Shout out to all the suburban villages in West Sussex and Surrey with fuck all going on.
Get out!
Closing statements of Andrew needs to tap on the table, I realise that. Yeah. There's both of us just smashing pens on the table when we did the Facebook FAQ thing.
Really?
Just smashing pens on the table.
What is it? The little...
Yeah, that is louder than us talking. Just puts up. So closing statements of the week are that January's been pretty good, but could have been better. However, some of the things that have come up have been quite unexpected, and although not immediate, could be very big projects for us eventually. Just need to deliver. More of the same in Feb of what we've been doing. And yeah, I think there's probably going to be a bit more attention focused on the industry next week that we're going to target and film something about, and we're going to deconstruct their industry, show the best ads, show the worst ads, name and shame the companies that are sort of doing a bit of a shit job, and show companies who work in the industry what they can do. Name an industry.
Anything, the industry.
Yeah. Just now.
Yeah, no, let me think of the industry I want to pick.
6 hours later. Come on, let me get out of here.
You know, if I went for, what about, let's say, because there was one industry I saw, because I see one of them do really well. So Corner, a fishing company, you know that one.
Do you want to do fishing company?
I'm actually interested in terms, because I know fishing companies wouldn't do this kind of stuff, apart from one, Corner, who are very good, but the rest, no? It's a
Yeah,
tough one.
let's do it. Let's do it, because it's a niche industry. It's fun. Yeah.
Hairdressing?
Let's go fishing. No, fishing.
Fishing. Alright, let's go.
Fishing. It can.
Doing this for my dad.
Oh, if only I could make it so the phone can as well.
No, this would be good because people will be like, why has Ash picked fishing? But then we can show you.
Will they? I don't think they will.
I think so. Because they'll be like, fishing? Like, what's he going to show
And I can apply those principles and frameworks to whatever the
Because we're going to show, we're going to show how you can use any industry for social media advertising.
Sounds fishy to me. But I'll come back and check this place.
And you'll be hooked on it. That's me out.
I'm thinking of more. Hooked fish, place, bass. Haddock. You haddock be kidding me.
Shut up, you old trout.